Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, with the recent news that Cesaro
Claudio.
has left WWE there. Folks, it's time to book Cesaro in AEW there, folks. He could finally be himself or whatever. He could finally be the star that McMahon wouldn't let him be or whatever there. And it all starts tonight on Rampage, folks. All right. So tonight on Rampage, the music starts. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's CM Punk's song. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Ta-da-da-da. Cult of Personality. Da-da-da-da. And who comes out? It's Cesaro, folks. Why is he coming out to Cesaro's team song there? Apparently, he's using CM Punk's team song as well. Two wrestlers using the same song, and fans are confused. What? I mean, they're not in the tag team, they're not in the faction. Two singles wrestlers using the same song. I mean, why not, folks? I mean, we're not following WWE tropes here. All right. Cesaro has creative control in the AEW. If he wants to use his creativity and use the other song as well there, well, he's allowed. He's free here in the AEW. I mean, and his name now is Coach Claudio, folks. All right.
Coach Claudio.
And he's dressed like a coach. Gym shorts, running shoes. He's got a whistle and big clamps on his nipples or whatever. Big clamps on his nipples there. And, so he grabs the mic. He does this big debut. The fans are in shock. They're pretending to be in shock because they know he's coming or whatever there. But he grabs the mic.
I am coach. I, I wrestle. This is wrestling. Ring of Honor. Chicago.
And the crowd was moved to tears, folks. They were crying, the crowd, folks. The people on Twitter, they said the promo was amazing. And then he proved McMahon wrong when it came to charisma. They said he displayed great charisma in this promo or whatever. And then, they had such big rating on Rampage. They got 505K for the big debut. So they pretty much did the same thing again on Dynamite, just like they did with Punk. There, the music plays. Then Coach Claudio, he comes out, folks. He grabs the mic. I'm just I'm just happy to be here. And then he gets naked. And he dives right in the crowd, folks. He's so happy to be here. I'm moved to tears, folks. I'm like an AEW fan. I'm crying. Thanks to Cesaro. The passion. He goes in the ring. He grabs the mic.
You say I can't talk? You say I can't cut promo. At the pay-per-view, I will make statement. I will do my talking in the ring.
So Cesaro, he says, is going to be at Revolution, the big pay-per-view in 2 weeks. So after Adam Page defeats Adam Cole or whatever, Cesaro, folks,
Claudio,
he attacks Adam Page. He attacks the Hangman. He takes off his nipple clamps and he sticks them on the cowboy, folks. Adam Page or whatever. And then Tony Schiavone, he interviews him about this on Dynamite there. Cesaro! And then Cesaro, he explains his actions.
I want to be world champion. I want to prove Vince McMahon wrong.
And then Adam Page comes out, folks. Hey, cowboy shit, man! Then he slips on the banana peel, he falls on his ass, and Cesaro, ha ha. He looks at the crowd and points at Adam Page, ha ha. And then the indie fans, ha ha, ha ha. And the crowd was solid behind Cesaro, folks. At All Out or whatever, Cesaro defeats Adam Page. I mean, and he finally did it. He proved McMahon wrong. He became a world champ. I mean, and the fans on Twitter, they were so happy there. This is for you, man, Cesaro. You did it. You did it. We did it. This is for all of us. This is for all the Dean Malenkos who never got to be world champs, man. He did it for all of us. So Cesaro wins the title. The Smarks, folks. They finally got what they want, and then it's Cesaro's big championship celebration. He's wearing a suit. He's got all the coolness and the charisma of a 1930s NWA champion. I mean, he's got the charisma, folks. I mean, and then he's interrupted. The original gangster, Kenny Omega, makes his big comeback there. With Don Callis, Kenny Omega, he's dressed up like Princess Toadstool or whatever. Don Callis, he's dressed like Luigi there. Hey, it's me, the invisible hand. You know why my hand's not visible, bud? Because it's tucked inside the trunks of Kenny Omega right now. And by the way, my good friend Kenny, he wants another title shot. Then Kenny grabs the mic. That's right, Don. 69 me, Don. 69 me, Luigi. Come on. And then they're doing stuff there. Cesaro's observing.
I accept.
And then it's a big match, folks. Kenny versus Cesaro. They're about 15 minutes into this match there, and Cesaro can feel it. You know what I mean? Kenny can feel it. The crowd, they feel it. They know they're witnessing something special. There's something historic. Cesaro, the passion, he's feeding it off the live crowd. He pulls his pants down.
Come on, Kenny. Let's give the people what they want. Pull down your pants. Come on.
Kenny pulls down his pants, folks, and they put on a clinic. I mean, 45-minute match. They broke the Meltzer scale. 8.25 stars, baby. I mean, a new record there. Cesaro wins the Pro Wrestling Illustrated #1 Wrestler of the Year after the match. I mean, Daniel Bryan, he sees this. He's very jealous. He wants a match for the championship, a technical wrestling match against Cesaro. And folks, the match they put on, I mean, 4 hours and 6 minutes the match lasted. Cesaro retains. Bryan was so impressed with Cesaro's in-ring skills. He invited him to join this faction or whatever. So it's Cesaro and Bryan together. They're in the faction there with Bryan. And then it's time for the big Kofi Kingston or Eddie Kingston match there. Cesaro versus Eddie there, and Cesaro grabs the mic.
Eddie, you're a bomb, Eddie. Your brother's a bomb, Eddie.
Daniel Bryan grabs the mic. Eddie, when I first met you in Ring of Honor, I thought you were a loser. And then Eddie was crying. Eddie, he had enough, folks. He broke down. Come on! He's crying, folks. They finally broke his spirit over there, and then they have the match. Cesaro defeats Eddie Kingston there, but they made him look strong. I mean, they made him look strong. Eddie spent, the next 3 months in catering. He got very depressed after this match there. The next time he had a TV match, he was weighing about 400 pounds. He was crying and eating a big sandwich. He had a chip on his shoulder, folks. Literally, he was full of chip crumbs. I mean, should have went to WWE when he had the chance, folks. And then there was a shitty feud with Lance Archer. Terrible promos there, Jake the Snake. Big match, big match, whatever. Basically, folks, they got about 400K there. Lance Archer versus Cesaro in some shitty hardcore match or whatever. The fans were getting fed up. They wanted a real match or whatever. They wanted the dream match.
Punk versus Claudio.
Okay, folks. And let me tell you, folks, that's exactly what they had there. Punk versus Cesaro. And Cesaro, he was confident now because he was the world champ. Lots of momentum. He was getting experience working with a great stick man like CM Punk. Suddenly, Cesaro's cutting great promos, real ones. Because of his confidence, this new coach gimmick, the creative freedom, he could be himself finally, folks. And he was cutting great promo. Him and Punk. They were cutting promo every week, building up their program. They were sitting together, both of them sitting on the floor like Punk in the ring, sitting towards each other.
Remember that time in the Ring of Honor?
The promo material was amazing. Just before the pay-per-view, breaking news, CM Punk, he's unhappy. You know what I mean? He took his ball and he went home there. He walked out or whatever. So Tony Khan, he's scrambling. He has a massive announcement. Big announcement. It's going to be good for everybody. And then it's announced it's Brian Alvarez, the replacement. They're him and Dave Meltzer as his manager.
Hey, Dave, looks like we got a world title match. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then Brian Alvarez defeats Cesaro, folks. He becomes the new world champion. Cesaro, he's crying in the ring, folks. And then the music plays. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. And CM Punk, he comes back, folks. Punk returns there. And the fans, they're in the crowd.
Hey, that's Claudio's team song. That's Claudio's team. Yeah, that's Claudio's music. I agree with you.
And then Punk,
I came back to wrestling for you. I heard what you said about Chicago a while back, and I want to be your partner.
and then they form a tag team, folks. Claudio and Chicago, you know what I mean? They have a big, high profile match against Meltzer and Alvarez. They beat them. They make their way up the tag ranks there. They suffer a big loss to the Young Bucks or whatever, you know, it completely derails their momentum. Punk, depressed, sad, bitter, officially leaves the business. You know what I mean? Cesaro, he's left without a partner once again. You know, he forms a stable with Pac, Santana, and Ortiz. They're called the Borings or whatever. You have Neville cutting a promo with the Borings. The Borings or whatever. Couple matches on Dark. Cesaro, he sits in catering about 3 years. And then AEW goes out of business, folks. A sad ending there, but what happened? Why did AEW go out of business? It's because of Brian Alvarez. He was the world champ for 3 years in a row. He was there. He had first-hand information of all the backstage details, all the scoops. You know what I mean? And he was basically spoiling everything. On the Observer, he was spoiling his own matches, even on the card.
Well, Dave, next week I'm fighting Jack Swagger. I'm going to defeat him. In 2 weeks, Eddie Kingston's going to beat me by countout.
Crazy, folks. The fans lost interest. Shit like this there, but you know, Cesaro. I mean, what can I say? So there you have it, folks. Booking Cesaro. If you guys like this kind of material, I can give you some more once in a while.
You like the material? I am very charismatic.
Cesaro, folks. I mean, there's nobody better. He proved it. He proved it. He had charisma. He proved he have what it takes. All right. Until next time.
Hey.